Hello everybody, welcome back to Cloudwings Technology. My name is Bahadur and today I am going to teach you 3-tier application deployment. Guys, if you have watched yesterday video where we have learned about 2-tier application deployment, then you will be definitely confident of deploying the 3-tier application, right? Because a, in today's video, we are going to deploying the main stack. Main stack. Have you heard about the main stack? Guys, have you heard about the mean stack? Mean is stands for, here you can see mean, right? So mean is stands for, M is stands for MongoDB, right? MongoDB, and E stands for Express. It is Express is JS, right? And A stands for Angular JS, right? And N stands for Node.js, right? So this is the stack we are going to deploy in today's video, guys, and you will be master of these 3-tier applications. So we have the here we have the web layer, right? We have the web layer, right? So we call it a web tier, right? On web tier, in the web tier, you in the web tier in the web tier we are run the Angular application, Angular app, right? Our Angular application will run in this web tier, and here we have app tier, right? On the app tier, we will have we will have we will have Node.js, right? Node.js. So I will run here Node.js application, guys. Then we have database tier, right? On the database, this our application is using MongoDB as of now, right? And some application can be used different database like MySQL, PostgreSQL. So based on that, we can configure that database layer, right? So as of now, the application is using MongoDB. So our DB tier is going to use database as in MongoDB. Which database? MongoDB. MongoDB, right? So we are going to use MongoDB, and okay. So whenever user request from the UI, right? That request is goes to the app tier. App tier will have the business logics and database has integrated with this app tier. From that, your request will go to your database. Database will understand what type of data our Node.js application is requesting. Based on that, it will respond the data to your Node.js application. Node.js application will take the data and send back as it is to your application web tier, right? On web tier, user will be able to see your data, right? So this is what actually we call a 3-tier application architecture, right? So in today's video, I will teach you this entire architecture. For that, guys, I have developed 2 applications for you guys. Yesterday, I have developed one Angular application and I have also developed one Node.js application. So here the code I am having that this is our backend application code, and I will share this entire code with you guys. And also I am having here my Angular application. So you can see we have Angular application code as well. So I will also share this Angular application code, right? So that you will be able to the practice whatever I am teaching you. And so let me show what you will take away end of this video. I will show you here, and you can see this is our Angular application. This beautiful application you will be deploy yourself and you will get the more confidence. This is our Angular applications, right? And we have our Node.js application also is running. So this application is running port number 3000. So application is running on port number 3000, right? So I will show you some request so you can get right. As of now, this is unauthorized showing, right? Because yes, we can use Postman and test this. So let me show you first, so you can understand what you will learn in today's video. Basically, this is going to very real life amazing project, guys. If you able to do this, then you can do anything, right? So here, this is let me select the environment, guys. Node is in local. Yes, DevOps. Yeah. So like that, you will request from the API and API is giving the response. How beautiful, guys, right? That same thing you can see here. This is already I have deployed and this is what actually you are going to learn, guys. So here you can give like email address and you can give your password. And when you log in, you will be direct to your dashboard, right? So that means our application is running perfectly. So in the last video, I have teach you how to deploy two-tier application. There I have taught you uh, this. This is, guys, what I have taught, how to deploy admin UI. That thing I have also deployed here. Let me show you that. So there you can see the number of users and data, basically what data has. So we have this hospital database and in this we have the users tables. Here you can see this is what actually they are data. So let me, as of now I logged in with BK and let me log in with this. Where is the info cloud, right? I will use this email to log in, right? Let me log out. Yes, it is working. We can log in from this. Yes, it is getting login. Yes, we are able to log in. Let me log out and let me create another account. So my YouTubers, my uh, let me take another name, Muhammad Ali, or let me take Ali, right? So the person name is Ali Khan. Okay, Ali Khan, and its email is like info.ali at gmail.com. Guys, I'm just showing you how what you are going to teach by end of this lecture, right? You can see our application is going to store and you can see yes, data has installed, and let me show inside the container. You can see our container is having the uh, what is the email address, cloud Nita, BK info. I forget, guys. Info buddy or what I email I used. I think it is not reflecting. Let me go and refresh it and let me see it again. Users table. Users table should have the Bhima, Bhimraj, Buddy, Hussein, me, Lily, Cloud. Okay, what is the username? Let me check. Ali. Okay, so let me search. Is this really available or not in this in this database? Let me search. Yeah, actually info.ali. Yes, we have successfully inserted new record inside our Docker containers. Okay. Yes, so we have inserted new record inside our database, and here what you will learn in this video, guys. Okay, hope you will follow and watch the video till the end of the end. You have to hands dirty yourself, because if you not dirty your hand, then how you will learn, right? So I request you first watch the video, right? Then do the demo, right? You have to watch this video 2 to 3 times, then you will be master how to deploy this main stack applications. So let's start today's scenario, today's video, right? I will delete all these containers and I will start from this scratch, so you will have no doubt, guys. Okay, so this is our application architecture that we are going to achieve in today's video. Okay, and I will before starting this video, I will show some production tweaks that we have to do before deploying the applications. So here we have the Angular applications. Guys, make sure you you have configured the environmental properties properly, so that we will be make communication between the front end and back end. Here you have the SRC, and here you can see the environments. Inside environments, you have the production, right? So this API endpoint should be there, right? Else, because our backend applications, like you can see this backend applications, its root URL, you can see its root URL like API, right? Right? And rest of the right rest of the endpoints follow this, right? So that's why you have to give this API endpoint here. And this is your local development environment, right? And make sure this should be the production true, right? So after creating your container, your application should use this production environment variables, right? One thing that you have to change, if you what I'm why I'm telling you this, because in future if you are going to deploy your own Angular application, then you have to change this, right? And so this is what production tweaks that you have to change. And make sure you have the Docker file. Here we are using multi-stage Docker file, right? I'm not getting teach you guys how to create the Docker file, because we have learned all about the Docker file creation process, right? So if you haven't watched that video, go and follow that video, watch the video in an order, right? So I request you to please save this playlist and watch video from start to end, right? Then only you will be understand everything. So here you can see we are using this is called the multi-stage, right? So we will, in the first stage, we will build the product, right? We will build the product, right? So this is actually our product. So we are going to build this. So we are using Node 20 as Alpine, right? So that our image will be use a lighter image, and we are setting our work directory inside the container. Then we are going to install Angular CLI globally, so that we can install all the packages, right? And dependencies. So here we are going to copy all the JSON files. Then we are going to install all the dependencies. After that, remaining code we are going to copy inside the container. Then we are using the build Angular application, right? So this, right? So this line will, inside your Angular application, will replace your environment, right? And in the production, whatever we have given, right? Then you is in the stage two, we are using Nginx, because our Angular application is running on the Angular Nginx web server, right? If you don't know about the Nginx, Nginx is a web server which is used like Apache, right? And Apache, right? Apache is another web server, right? So we have like Nginx is a web server to run any front end application, right? And then we are going to remove all the default, right? Uh, Index file, like whenever we run the nginx server, there is one index file is available. So we don't want the default source code of this nginx. That's why we are going to remove all that. So this line is going to remove all that source codes and stuff. Then whatever we have build got generated, that build we are taking from this browser. This is the location, right? After building this will build your project. So that build, whatever the build has generated, you are going to copy that build to your user share nginx html directory, right? So that nginx will render your code. Then we are going to copy Nginx console. So guys, in this video you also learn how to the proxy your Angular application. So this is we are going to use to in order to proxy, right? And this is we are going to use the port mapping, and we want to run the Nginx should run on the front foreground, right? That's why we are giving this. And here you can see this file is available. I have created this. You no need to change anything, and I request you don't change anything, right? Else you will not able to run that, right? Here we are using the proxy server. You can see API proxy we have done, right? Now, then these after these changes, you can ready to deploy your Angular application. So I have done all this, and I have pushed that course code to the GitHub repository. I will share the GitHub repository with you. If I forget, please comment. I will and remind me. I will share, or if you don't able to deploy your own application, you can ping me. I will help you, right? So this is what production tweaks that you have to do, and some production tweak you can also done with inside your backend application. So if this is the backend that I have developed for you guys, and here you have to use the scores in order to uh, keep the course related error. You have to give your some courses, right? And no need to change another things. Just this is the main thing that you have to change in your productions, okay? And so this is what actually you have to change. And also I have created one Docker file for our backend deployment that we have also learned in the yesterday videos. And you can see we are using here also Node 20 version, and we are setting the working directory, we are copying package files, and we are installing libraries and dependencies. Then we are copying, then we are exposing the code, then we are running our Node.js application, right? So yeah, we have done with all this, and yeah, you will be understood. Hope you have understood all these things. And so this is going to the mean stick deployment, and you will be enjoy today's video. I definitely say you will get something from today's video. So yeah, definitely you will get something from today's video, and you will master how to deploy the 3D application architecture. So let's guys start today's video demo, so you can understand how to deploy the today's. Let me go and search, and here I have the key. And what is the my server IP? My server IP is 10.57.88.165, and the username is going to my username is going to @8, right? Yes, so we have connected with our data server. Let me see, who am I? Yes, and yeah, we have connected. Let me show how many Docker containers we have are running in our machines. Yes, you can see whatever I'm showing, all the containers, web containers, and app containers, and Mongo access. So guys, I'm not going to start from the scratch, because yesterday in the yesterday video we have learned how to deploy to their application architecture. So there I have um, I I have make you. So there I have taught you how to how to deploy the two-tier application. There you have learned about the Mongo Express and MongoDB, and how to deploy your app tier, right? And so in this video, I'm going to just deploy Angular applications and your Node.js application, right? So I'm going to delete these two images, and I will rebuild these images, right? So that you can have more clarity, right? So let me first see you create diagram, so you can understand how and how our flow is going to work. So guys, we have already deployed our database here, right? So let me write here, our database is there. Let me call this Mongo, right? So MongoDB I have already deployed, right? Now this is called database database layer, or this is called database layer. So we have already database layer. Now we have to create app layer and 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 application layer, right? Web layer, right? So let me write it here so you can have the clarity, guys. So you can see we have the app layer, right? This is going to app layer. So let me deploy this app layer and make the connection between the app layer to database layer, and then we will deploy the Angular applications, right? So here, where is the terminal? Yeah, let me remove uh, the app layer and web layer, right? Right. So yes, Docker PS, you can see they have removed this, right? So Mongo container is running. We will use this, right, as it is. And also I will remove the images as well. We will create our own images, right? So this is our web image, this is our Facebook image, right? I'm going to remove this, right? So I'm going to remove uh, Facebook v1, and also web latest. right? Yes, we have deleted all these things and you can see images. So now we have no app layer and no web layer. So let me go inside the cloud. First, we will deploy the Node.js, right? So we will go inside the Node.js directory. So I will show you the source code, right? I will share the source code with you guys. I will share my GitHub repository URL with you. And if you want to, I will show my GitHub. You can see here, I have GitHub. On my GitHub, you can go repositories, and here you can see I have start these two repositories. This is my Angular application repository and this is my Node.js application repository. I have set up whatever you need, everything myself, right? You don't need to set up anything, right? But you have to care about how you can set up in your own project, right? So if you are going to deploy your own Node.js or Angular project, then I have shown what production tweaks you have to do in your own projects. That thing you have to do, then you can deploy your own Angular or Angular or Node.js application, right? So here you can see this is my repository URL, right? So and this is okay. This should not running because we have removed the container, guys. If there is no container, then how it is running, right? This should not running. This is also should not running. Yeah, we let me show you. This is running. How this is running? Okay, Mongo Express is running. Okay, okay. Actually we are using the Mongo and Mongo Express, right? Okay, so web tier is not running. If we go and see the port number 3000 API, this is not running, and also our also this Angular application should not running. This is also not running, but it is running. I think container is running. Let me see. Uh, what is the container name by? No, no, no. It's no. I actually we have to refresh the. This is should not running. We have to remove the cache from that, so it will clear the site cache. Yeah, so this time it is not running. Oh shit, it's running. I don't know how and why it is running. Okay, let me first clear this issue. Docker, yes, and I think it is running. Okay, because the Nginx server is running, because of that it is running. Okay, okay, so we have to remove this also. Okay, guys. So Docker rm-f, because this is SSL certificate. Now this time you will see this should not be. Yeah. So as of now, we don't have backend and we don't have frontend. We have only the database. And for database, we have one admin UI, right? And some users. So we need to create our own images and we need to deploy that images, right? So first, I will teach you how to create your own Docker image for your app tier. So here you can see we have the Docker file, right? This is the Docker file, okay? And now how to create the Docker image? Docker build -d. What is your image name? This image name is up to you, right? So this app tier, so I'm going to fv1, right? And path of your Docker file, right? So Docker file is here, so that's why I'm giving it here. Yeah, so our Docker image has created. Let me show the images. Yes, you can see app images there, right? Now let me run our app, right? So how to run Docker and run -d and icon name. So I will give this as a app Facebook, right? This is basically Facebook, right? That's why I'm giving it as a name as a Facebook. Docker run -d and hyphen name Facebook and hyphen net my underscore net. Let me show first your network and volume. So Docker net ls, right? Guys, this here you can see we have created one our network, right? I already taught you how to create the network, how to create the volumes, and I also show you the volumes. We have one volumes, right? So we are using this Mongo data volume as well, right? So that data will be the persistent. So here you can see we have the network and we have the volume. Now let me run this image. So what is the name of the image? I will give the Facebook, right? And what is the its version 1 going to, and its network is going to my underscore network, and we have the port, and the application is using 3000 port number. Okay, and so we have docker run -d to run application in the background, and we are giving one name, and we are running this on one network, and we are also running this inside the port, right? So port number is 3000, host port number and application port number, and we are giving the application, right? So one thing we are missing, that is environment. Environment is very very important. -env file dot env, right? Then enter. Yes, so our backend, let me run docker logs, and what is the name of the phase? Yes, so our backend application has started and running inside the container, right? So as of now, we have created one database layer, which is already we have created in the yesterday video. I have taught you how to create and deploy this database. And today we have deployed this app tier, and inside app tier you have running, and you have running here Node.js, right? Node.js. We are using Node.js 20, right? So yes, so you can see we have deployed. Now the request will go to from your database app layer, and app layer will proceed. Sorry, app layer will request your database layer will understand what type of data your app layer is requesting. The data it will give to your Node.js application, right? Now, we need to deploy the Angular applications. For Angular application, we need to create one container for that, right? First, guys, one thing. First, you have to need one Docker file. From the Docker file, you will create one Docker image. From that Docker image, you will run the container, right? This is the basic flow, right? This is the basic flow. So let me go back, and so we have this Angular applications, and this is we called web tier, web tier. Presentation layer also, presentation layer, right? This is we call, presentation layer, right? And on this presentation layer we have Angular latest version we are using, guys, because yesterday I have developed this application for you. So as of now, whatever the latest version of the Angular that we are using, right? So this is what Angular application, right? So from this, you will going to request your backend, and backend will proceed, and that request to go to database. Data will send the data to the Node.js, and Node.js will back to the data to the your front end application, right? Now we have to deploy the presentation layer as well. So we have already the code. I will share the code with you. So what is the cloud and Angular, right? Here you can see that we have already Docker file has written, and whatever you need, Boston collections, everything I have given you guys. So here you can see, we can, let me show you the Docker file. This is very important. Let me make let me make you understand it is once more, because this is very important file. This in this file we are using two stage build process, right? So in the first stage we are going to build the Angular application, and in the second stage we are going to copy that source code to the source to destinations, and then we are giving the proxy setting, then we are running the Angular applications, right? And I will share the code with you guys, don't worry, you can do yourself. And I also told you what thing you have to change in the Angular applications. So here now we need to create the web tier application. This is going to web tier. So let me run the Docker build hyphen and tag. We are going to give the tag v1. I will call it version 1, and wherever our docker file is present, we need to give the docker of that, right? So now you can see this layer processing has started, and the Angular application image has created. So let me show you the images. This image name is web viewer, right? Yeah. Now we need to run the our web applications or Angular applications. So you can see how to run docker run hyphen d and hyphen name I'm going to give. So I will give this application as a web name, and I will use the net, very important, and the network name is my network, and also I will give the restart unless. So let me, yeah, docker run hyphen d hyphen name web hyphen network, my network. I will restart, and what else we need? Let me give the web, yeah, web v1. Is anything missing, guys? Docker run hyphen t name web network, and restart unless it's stop. Yes, so it should start, I think. Yeah, so application has started, but we have to run this in the background. Not T, yeah, detach mode I want to run. Okay, let me remove this. Yeah, yes. So let me see the application is running or not. So we will see the, okay, what is the port number? Okay, yes, application is running, guys. Not running. Something is wrong. I think we forget to give the uh, port number. So let me remove this web applications and we'll run this again because it needs the port number. So I'm going to give the port number. The container port is 80. This time, yeah, application is now running, and you can see, yeah. So here we will test first our web backend is working or not. So let me create one user. Guys, this postman collection I have already shared with you. You can see in the code we have that. I will show you. I will share this code with you guys. There you can see you have the postman collection, and I think, let me show you. Let me show you. Here you can see this API postman collection. You can use this postman collection inside your postman. Okay. So yeah, I already shared this also. And so here we want to create one user, right? So the username, okay, we will test our web API, right? So we have the UI, this URL like that. So you can see we have the environment, right? In this environment, you can see the environment name is DevOps. In this environment, we are using this as a, right? Right, as it is we have. This is our server IP, this is our protocol, this is our server IP, this is our port number, this is our API endpoint, right? Common, right? Now I want to create one user. So I will give it as a name as in Cloudwings and info one and password is 123. If everything is okay, then user has created. Yes, has created. And let me copy this and let me try to log in. Right? You no need to copy. Yeah. Yes, we are successfully able to log in. Right? That means our container is working. Right, if you don't believe everything is working, so you let me copy this. You can see, yes, this is running, guys. Yes, unauthorized, right? So here also you can test this. So you can go and sign up, create one user name, right? And here user name 18 gmail.com, and I will also give info dot and password is going to 123. I will click user. If everything is working fine, then new user will be created. Yes, everything is working good and fine. That's why we are able to create one new user. So this is how we can deploy the 3-tier application architecture, guys. Right. This is how you can create the 3-tier application architecture. Right. Yes. Guys, so we have already the database layer. Understand? Right. We have already the database layer. right? And from the database layer, we have connected with the Node.js application layer, and then we have deployed the Angular application layer, right? So this all three containers are able to communicate with each others, and that is what we call the 3-tier application deployment. Hope you have understood today's videos. In today's video, you have learned how to deploy the 3-tier application architectures. Or basically, in today's video, we have target mean stack. I already told you what is the mean stack. Mean is Mongo, Express, Angular, Node. Okay, so thank you for watching, guys. Guys, if you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe, because your likes is everything for me, right? Your likes and shares gives the motivations me. So please like and share and subscribe. And if you have any doubts, you can comment. I will definitely reply to you, right? And I will share with you my email address, so you can have any problem, you can directly contact to me. This is my contact number, and this is my contact number, okay? And this is my email address, right? So you can also email me, right? So if you are having any doubts or want personal assistance, I will give you can connect with me. I will give you personal assistance as well, right? So okay, guys, so this is how we have to deploy the 3-tier application. And into tomorrow or day after tomorrow, we'll deploy, instead of MongoDB, we will use the MySQL, right? Or in some videos, we will use, instead of .NET or Java, right? Also, we will deploy the PHP applications, right? So, and here we will change the Angular to React, right? So you will, as per your demand, I will go, right? So thank you for this much giving me loving and following the Cloudwings technology. Thank you.